What's up, family? Get this video a big thumbs up if you get some value from this video. As always, we just here to have a conversation. But today we're going to talk about Deshaun Watson, the Cleveland Browns quarterback, whose massive $230 million fully guaranteed contract is turning into an all-time NFL disaster. Watson struggles on the field. It's obvious since joining the Browns. He's missed games due to injuries, suspensions, and He has played. His performance has been terrible. Um, this season, an Achilles tear ended his year, and now we're learning he has a setback in his recovery. Um, General Manager Andrew Berry recently confirmed the news, stating that Watson's recovery timeline will be extended with additional surgery still on the table. I mean, this does raise serious doubts about his availability for the 2025 season and potentially beyond. As you guys see in the article right here, as we read on the screen, Deshaun Watson suffers Achilles setback and Browns should go QB shopping. The hits keep on coming with Deshaun Watson for Cleveland Browns. Browns general manager Andrew Berry told reporters Monday morning that Watson has suffered a setback in his rehabilitation from his ruptured Achilles injury and ensuing surgery. Okay. So this raises doubts about his potential and availability. Even before the injury, though, Watson's game basically fell off. He fell off, you know what I'm saying? So compared to his days with the Texans, he was a shadow of his old self. Meanwhile, the Texans with rookie quarterback CJ Stroud are thriving, right? So Watson's contract still has 92 million remaining, but if he can't play, the Browns could recover 44 million through insurance. Still, this situation is an ongoing headache for the team, and fans are left wondering if Watson's career is effectively over. Now, and I want you guys to check out, the Cleveland Browns general manager Andrew Berry in regards of him reporting about, Watson. Check this out. All right.
I did want to give an update on Deshaun. So yesterday, as we went through our normal player, medical process, we did learn that he did have a setback in his Achilles recovery. We don't have all the details and everything yet, but it obviously extend the recovery process for him. Um, it is new information, just learned in the past couple hours, so I don't have everything yet, but did want to make you all aware of it before.
Well, there you have it, folks. That was that. Um, you know, as the article goes on to say, Watson exit physical goes poorly. The setback was discovered on Sunday during the team's end of season exit physicals. Watson apparently told the Cleveland medical staff that something didn't feel right. Quote unquote. Yesterday, as we went through our normal player medical process, we did learn that he did have a setback in his Achilles recovery. We don't have all the details and everything yet, but it obviously extends the recovery process for him. It is new information you just learned in a couple hours, but I did make you aware. Watson may require another surgery that has not been fully determined and also has not been ruled out. You know what I'm saying? So this is the latest setback. Won't have a huge impact on the team's quarterback plans going forward, as Barry said. But before adding, the reality is that room will look different next year. That the room will look different next year, right? So the Browns have the number 2 overall selection in the April draft. And if they're not thinking about quarterbacks in the draft, even with that first pick, something is amiss. Even if the Browns are committed to Watson for 2025, which all indications have been that will be the case, his contract expires after the 2026 season. The 2025 draft might be the best opportunity the team has to identify and select a high pedigree successor to Watson. And Watson sustained his initial Achilles tear in the second quarter of their Week 7 loss to the Cincinnati Bengals. He underwent surgery on the injury on October 25th. You know what I'm saying? So there's been an ongoing trouble for him, you know, in regards of his Achilles. And Watson has played only 19 games over the seasons with the Browns. His 22 season was shortened by an 11-game suspension for violating the NFL personal conduct policy in connection to lawsuits and claims from more than 2 dozen women allegedly sexual misconduct, even sexual assault during message or during massage appointments. Oh, so this was the individual who basically got caught up, basically couldn't control himself, keep his composure, had some nice ladies around him as he was getting massaged, and it cost him a bag, right? So within this family, just having an authentic conversation, me being a young man myself, 25 years old, you gotta be disciplined all the way around. And you have to know yourself, right? If you know that something is appeasing and something is basically a weakness or a temptation to you, then you should know how to conduct yourself and incorporate the discipline through you being an athlete, right? You know what I'm saying? You should keep your mind focused on that bag, never lose your bag for the cost of a woman in regards of you taking your own actions when it comes to this misconduct because you are responsible for your own actions. But most of the men downfall, as my point is, from women due to them not being able to control their actions. So I'm not blaming women specifically, but I'm blaming the man for not conducting himself appropriately as a real man who leads when it comes to conducting himself and how he carry himself overall when it comes to certain situations and all situations when it comes to the misconduct, right? And I didn't know that I knew Deshaun Watson sound familiar, and I've been taking my takes on you know, the NFL more, and I want to know, do you guys want more video of this? But I'm curious to see the Cleveland Browns potential replacement for Deshaun Watson. We know that the draft is in April, as I mentioned, but they can either draft a quarterback, looking for this NFL draft, although the draft capital may be limited due to Watson trade. Mid-round prospects or trading up could be an option. Talents like B.O. Nix, J.J. McCarthy, or Michael Penix Jr. could fit the bill depending on availability. Let me know what you guys think. And also free agency, right? You all know the free agent quarterback market in 2025 will provide short-term solutions. Players like Kirk Cousins, Ryan Tannehill, or even younger prospects looking for fresh starts could be viable stopgaps. The trades, the Browns might trade for a proven star. Names like Trey Lance, Justin Fields, or Mark Jones could emerge as options if they become available and align with the Browns' timelines and needs, right? And then the internal development of everything, right? If the Browns prefer a cheaper or more immediate option, they might develop existing backups like Doran Thompson Robinson. He showed flashes of potential and limited action and could benefit from a system tailored to his strengths, or a veteran journeyman, right? Cleveland could also sign a veteran journeyman like Jacob Brissett, who played well for them in 2022, or another experienced quarterback to bridge the gap until they find a long-term solution. So long shot options. There's always the possibility of pursuing high-profile veterans who might be nearing the end of their current contracts, such as Matthew Stafford or Kyle Murray. Depending on their situations and cap space flexibility, the Browns have a critical decision ahead as Watson's status remains in flux. Balancing short-term competitiveness and long-term stability will dictate the approach of everything, in my opinion. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I hope you guys got some value from this video. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, family. I appreciate you for rocking with me as always. I'm just here to have a conversation. I do believe from a standpoint, it doesn't look longevity-wise. It looked like Deshaun Watson career is over, in my opinion. And it looked like the Cleveland Browns need to find a long-term solution. And of course, we all know when it comes down to that bag and it comes down to the money, because all things come down to the money and capitalism. As we know, America is based on capitalism in itself. They're going to recoup that bag through insurance, and they're going to find a long-term solution worth the money and make sure you get all the money out of you when it comes to being a viable asset to the team, being beneficial, being available, and executing. Because at the end of the day, it's a sport, man. You compete, and the ones who dominates and wins the most wins it all, right? On that note, family, love you guys. Peace.